Alright, kind of sore from all that cleaning. Scooby's having fun. He's out there running all over the place, going out there blowing stuff off. He's all wide awake. So it's only 2:30 right now over there on the clock. So not too bad on time. There you go. It's only 2:30. The dark 2:30. So anyway, I want to get something done here tonight. So I want to put something together. That's what that means. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this crank together right now. Screw it. I got all this stuff all cleaned up. Case are clean. This is all clean. That's all clean. This is all clean. So everything's clean except for the reed. I haven't cleaned it yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the assemble up this lower end, get it balanced, or not balanced, get it trued up before I go home. So at least get that much done. Show some progress. Otherwise, all it looks like I did all day was just clean parts. This is about what I did all day. So you never see any machining, you only see the stuff that's finished. Hands are stinging, but not too bad. This one's not red. This one is. We're good. Okay, let's get these covers out of the way. Everything's nice and clean now. Tomorrow we get to put the rest of the motor together. So I don't have to do a ton of cleaning. Top end was done last year, so earlier in the year, so it should be fine. Just got to re-clean it. Okay, lifters are clean. That's all clean. This stuff's all cleaned up. Lifters are working nicely. Good. Scooby's over there hunting for a rat. Find a rat over there, Scooby? He's a-looking. No rats? Getting lost? This ain't a rat, it's a rag. See, Scooby's all motivated. He's all over the place. Where's that rat? See over there? Where'd that rat go? See up there? Get him. Yeah, he's playing around. He's running up and down the driveway. I don't know what he's doing. He disappeared for a few minutes. He's having fun, being a dog. Okay, let's see. Cam cover we don't need right now. That I do need. That I don't need. I do need this. Need some Loctites. Somebody's been mixing up my Loctites on me. Okay, I need a nut. I need 2 nuts. 2 nuts. And need some keys of some type. At least 1 key. Yeah, I'm missing a key that goes here, so I need at least 1 key. That'd be this big one right here. Okay. See what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to put red Loctite on the threads and put sleeve retainer on the tapers. Do not put Loctite on the threads, I mean on the hole right there. Wipe things off a little bit before you start, there's always a plus. Wipe off the old Loctite. Alright. See how tight this is. Remember, never beat a key in a keyway. Something awful might happen, like it break. Or it'll be tight, one or the other. Okay, so sleeve retainer on there, do not put on this hole. So don't wipe off the finger on the excess onto that. Yeah, we put red on threads. Jeez, that's tight. Okay, now we tighten it up. You want to go on there. So that Loctite. That was old Loctite. Okay, now we got to torque this nut down. It's torqued right now, but it ain't torqued what I'm going to torque it to. So we got to torque it some more. Not sure how tight we're going to go with it, but we're going to torque it. I'm thinking about 250 maybe. We'll see. We'll torque it whatever it'll take. Little torque wrench. The press holds the flywheel so you can pull on it. Okay, so you look inside the gauge and you can tell what torque it is. The black is the torque, not the outside edge. There's 2. Yeah, 240-ish. Don't want to over torque it. Something awful might happen. Okay, now we go back over here. Look on the other half. Okay. Wipe off any Loctite that might be still residue anywhere. Haven't seen anything anywhere. Blow it through the hole and make sure you actually got air through it. That's always a plus. Appears to have air. It's very important that you have air. Makes a big difference. Yes, I'm not worried about the flywheel falling on the floor. If your workbench is halfway flat, flywheel's going to sit where it wants to sit. Okay, do not put Loctite on the crank pin for lubricant. Use assembly lube. Totally different. They might look similar in the same color, but they are different. Now the heavy part of the flywheel wants to go down, so if you rotate it down, it'll stay there. Okay. Gonna be the early cages. All you can do is pick them up and put them on. We don't have to screw around over here with them. So you just take it, flip it upside down, pick up the other one. Now you have a whole assembly. Slip it right in there. Done. And we lubricate it some more. Camera got lower. Don't be afraid to put some lube over here. This might be all the oil it sees for a while. Until that oil pump starts to work. This is it. Make sure it goes all the way around. I don't like using greases on there because you don't know what they dissipate or not. There are greases that will dissipate with oil, but there's a lot of them that won't. So it's best just to use an assembly lube, which is already like an oil already, so don't have any problems. This stuff will hang around indefinitely. We did a 30-year test on a knuckle motor about 15 years ago, and it held up just fine. It was still there after 30 years, right where I put it. Still nice and gooey and free, just like now. So I know this stuff works. Okay. Lubricating all the surfaces here. See, everything's nice and clean. You see how bright and shiny it is. If it's shiny, it's probably clean. Usually if it's dirty, it's dull looking. The light doesn't reflect off of dirt. It does off of nice shiny steel. Okay, all the surfaces are now lubed up. Okay, how I put the numbers together. Remember, front rod is skinny, fat rod is bag. Kind of important. In case you don't know which way that is, it's this way. Everything should slip together real nice and easily. If you got to force it, there's something wrong. I don't have any oil on my taper because I purposely didn't put it there. Take your sleeve retainer. Just layer all the way around that. Do not get real high up on the taper because you don't want to put the Loctite up into the bearings. So you see where the Loctite ends right here. It's not up on the top. Got plenty on there. So you try to be in the lower half. Sometimes you get up toward 2/3 up, but don't want to get any higher than that. I say you don't want to squish it up. When you tighten up, it's going to squish up a little bit. So we don't want it in the bearings. Loctite and bearings do not mix. We got enough lubricant on there that the oil will probably not let the Loctite work if it does get in there, but we don't want to tempt fate by trying to do it. Okay, when you put this on, I rotate it slightly so that it'll smear it around a little bit. Like that. And you put the nut on there. Let the workbench hold it flat. I check with a straight edge, make sure the flywheel's halfway true. One wheel's not higher than the other. Yeah, this one is about 30 thou up. So it's a little bit higher on the one side. We get 90 degrees. You can see the difference here in the scale. It goes up and down. So that's not good. Off and free. Recenter it. As you torque it, it tends to change it, so this time I'm a lot closer. Appears to be pretty flat. Okay, so that'll screw up a lot easier. Okay, now we're going to go and torque it, and hopefully it'll stay pretty straight. Okay, and make sure we got good in play. Oh yeah, we got good in play. Alright, I'll be back. We're doing pretty good. 15 minutes to put it this far. Okay, so the press here is going to keep it semi-straight. I'm still going to want to torque up a little bit, but it shouldn't be too awful bad. Keep a large flat area there and a large flat area there to hold on. About 5 to 8 tons of pressure on there. Okay, now I'm going to torque it. So the dial's right here. You want to go way the hell over to here. Okay. About half torque. Stop. Redo it. 5 tons of pressure on that again. Okay, we want to go, where's 500 at? Who's been screwing my dial? Somebody was screwing my dial. Dumbass was working on my damn stuff. We want to go over about 450 is what we're going to go to. That was 4. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're in the 4th, 20, 30 area. That'll be enough to hold it. Adequate torque. Okay. Make sure we still got rod clearance. Yeah, we do. Put a little bit of oil on my tapers over here. Tune this down. Now the tighter I torque the flywheel, the harder it is to true. So if you want it to be easy to true, don't torque the flywheel nuts down. And if you think you're going to have it loose and true it up and then come back and retorque it, that's a joke because it just moves everything. As soon as you put any more, as soon as you do anything to it, it changes it. So that doesn't work. All right. Let's see how close it is. Pretty even, so they're not twisted, but they are pretty far apart. It's about 5 or 6 lines, so probably about 6 of them. Okay, we appear to be real high right here. So that means I got to spread this thing way out. Do that with a wedge. Go wedgy wedgy. There's one. Try to go 2, it just pops out. And I took about half of it out. I don't know how much of that you can see over there, but if you're looking at these 2 dials over here, if they're still moving like this, it's no good. We want them where they don't move no more. So hopefully you can see what's going on there. It's high right there. Uh-oh, this one's high differently. This one's high offset here. Where's this one high at? That one's pretty much on center, so this one's slightly off center. So you get a little bit of a twist induced into here. So we're going to try to take the twist out right now. So you hold one flywheel and beat on the other one. If it moves too much, I'm going to torque the other nut. So it shouldn't move very much at all. Looks pretty good. Okay, right on center. Right on center. So now we're back centered again. You want to get the pork chopping out. Then you can just work on doing this or this sideways side like this. You want to work in one plane if possible. Two planes makes it really hard to do. Okay, so we're going to go right to center again. Beat on it. There it goes. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go in. The stands keep me from doing it. Do not let go of that. Itch you in the face, it'll draw blood. Comes out with a lot of force. Alright, now what do we got? Centered still centered. Okay, so same thing, we just need to do more of it. That's a pretty good hit there. Let's get some tension on it right now. If I rotate it around and give it a couple, if I give it a whap on the bottom, top here, it'll help it. It'll help center it a little bit. So that comes out a pretty good whack. It tries to hit me in the arm. Hopefully it doesn't hit you too much. So you do not want to get hit by that thing. Okay, starting to get some better access now. Okay, this one here is about 1.5 lines now. It's off center slightly. Now it's high at 90 degrees. Not quite 90, just before it. Right there. Yeah, more about 45 degrees. Okay, what's this one at? About the same on this one. So it's high right here, so I need to go 180 over and spread on this side. So slightly off center. So we're going to move it up a couple inches from where I was and do it again. Give it some new lifespan. Okay. There you go. Now, hitting it with a load on it will help move the tapers a little bit. Get things to move. Okay. Still off center, heading downhill. Do head right at 90 degrees this time. Got things a lot closer. This one's down to 1 line. This one over here is probably 1.5 lines. Okay, where are they tied at? Okay, that one's at just past 90. About this, just right at 90. Yeah, they're about the same. So I just want to go over. Okay, I want to measure the flywheel and see where I'm at, because I've been doing a lot of spreading. The other thing I'm doing, I'm going to retorque the nuts because I got a lot of spreading going on. Okay, we're at 590. Let's go to the bottom and see what we got down here. 599. So we're a little bit 10 thou bigger at the bottom, which ain't much. It's pretty good actually. We'll go 90 degrees. 98. Over here. 96. That's pretty damn good. Within 10 thou all the way around. That's amazing how accurate that actually is. Easier to weigh the hell off. Okay, I'm going to retorque both nuts, the one I did and also the S&S nut, and see if it loosened up a little bit. Things do loosen up with all that spreading. It does make a difference. So we're going to go over here and do a little torquing. That way I know it's still tight. You want the crank to be nice and tight so it doesn't move. It'll stay true for a long time even if you beat the hell out of it. This is the side that I didn't. This is the original torque one over here. See what S&S has on there is with the Loctite. Been on there a long time, so you have to move the Loctite to free it. Okay. About 480. Goes down there just under 4. It's higher now. Okay. I'm going to do my side. This side should be tighter than the other side, or at least equal. Okay, I get way over here. I can't see what I'm doing, so it's hard to read. There's all my weight on the torque wrench. It's about 500. I was hanging off the end of the torque wrench, so my light ass is not strong enough unless I start yanking hard on it. That'd be called bouncing. Alright. Now it should be even harder to true. They're tight now. Alright. We still got in play. That's good. It's less than what it was. The flywheels are pulling in every time you torqued in things. It'd be nice if it didn't move any, but I'd be shocked if it didn't move. Of course, I've been shocked before. Okay. Oh yeah, it moved. Okay. Let's see what we got. 592. This was 600 before. 586 now. 89. 90. Okay. So the flywheel squeezed back in again. So we got to squeeze it back out. So the tapers keep wanting to move inward for whatever reason. Okay. Right on center. Right on center. Okay. I'm going to hit it right on center. Right there. Ooh, this is a 20-pound hammer at least. Some force is required. Concussion wave popped this thing over. Yeah, it's a lot of torque there. Those forces are in the tons. Alright, what do we got now? Oh, that's pretty damn good there. Okay, this one's back to 1. This one's about 2 over here. It's about how it came to me. Crappy. Okay, so we got to figure out we're going to straighten this out over on this side. Alright, let's see how much it moved. Oh, we're way off center. Ooh, we're almost on the bottom. We overdid it. Ooh, that's new. This one's high here. This one's high further down, so it's got a little bit of a twist to it. So it needs to be hit right here. If I hit right here, it's going to try to bend this shaft. If I hit on the other side, I get a lot stronger shaft. So we actually come on the other side and hit it on the back side. We wedge it with the wedge underneath. We hit it on this side. See if it moved. It definitely made it worse on that side. Okay, where are we at now? We are now centered again on this one, which is good. And this side over here, we are way off the center. So it moved quite a bit. So I overhit it. So I hit it so hard this time. A bit harder than that. You got to find a spot between springing and moving. That sounded like more of a good hit. When you get a little bit of a thud to it, that means it moves. When you got that little high pitch spring back echo, it's easy, it doesn't move. Can't tell. Okay, that didn't really do anything. We're still way off. Okay, how's this side doing over here? That was off over there. So is this one. Okay, they're about equal on being aired now. Yeah. This one still needs to be moved. Okay, so we're going to hit it again. About the same hit. Easy when these things move, they move, and you just keep hitting them until you decide to move. If you go too far, they go a long ways. Then you got to come back on it again like I did. Still over there. Okay, we're just playing. A little bit harder, not much, about the same. I think it moved a little bit that time. A little off center, and a little off center. It did move finally. About right there. A little bit different, so that still needs to be hit. Not very much, just a little love tap. I think that will, we'll see if that was enough. Nope. About there now. Yeah, that's about equal. Okay, so we're high off center, so I got to go over here and spread it on this side. I don't know about in this area here. About like that. Again. Center. Still more off center than this one. Alright. Move. Need to get his attention. I haven't got his attention yet. I will though at some point. That one, it didn't move that time. See, we're up to center now almost. Yeah, it did move. Two lines, a line and a half. Ooh, that did something. Oh, that did a good job. That was good. That was a good hit. It took out half the air on both sides. So this one's half a line, this one's about one line. That was a good hit. When you make both sides better, that's a good shot. So the only thing you do is hit it one more time in the same spot. See if it gets it better. Watch it make it real worse. Not too bad. It's usable right now, but I want to get it better. We're high over here right now. A little bit of a twist in it. That one's high at center, just past. This one's over here on this side where it's high now. It's high over here, so it's too much. So I need to bend this down a little bit. And now do I put a wedge on it or I just nail it? I'm not sure. See, that's the same hit I'm doing over here. It's the same hit. So we just hit it again where it counts. Whether you hit on this side or this side, it does the same thing. So okay, that side got worse. This side didn't change. This one moved a little bit more. Okay, this time we're going to hit on this side, and we're going to put a little. We're going to put a wedge in here and go down with it. So we're going to try to twist the wheel slightly. I'm not sure how hard to hit it, so I'm just going to start light, work my way up on force until something moves. So I don't know how much to hit it. That was probably about the right amount because it did move it. Okay, I'm back to about where we were before. About a half a line on both sides. That one's on center. This one's still off center, so I'm going to hit it again. Still high there. The other one's still high a little bit past. This one's barely moving. This one's still moving quite a bit. This one's back almost to center again. It's just about right on it. This one's just passed. Yes, on this side I barely touch, and this side I whale the piss out of it. This side's a lot stronger than this side. Didn't do anything in there, and I didn't really do anything over here either. It's about the same. Oh, it did move this side though. Oh, it did move it. Put this right up on center again. And this side is on center too. Perfect. They're back in line again. So I got to do a spread. See, it's all about what's happening, see? See, that one's barely moving there. This one over here is barely moving. See, but it comes up right at center is where it's at. The crank pin comes around, that's where it hits the high spot. Same on this one. So I got to spread it. Now we need to spread more on this one than this one, but I don't have any control over that. All we can do is hit it and see what happens. Now, theoretically, if I put this in the press and just hit this one side, it might do the trick instead of trying to spread the wheel. So let's see what the dimensions are. This is at 88, 87. That's a lot lower than it normally is. This one's at 88. They're within 1/1000 of each other. 88.5, and over here, damn, 89. Shit, we're within 1/1000 all the way around. That's amazing. They're never like that. Usually they're wobbling all over the place. Okay, so this one needs to be hit down. I'm going to hit this in the press and see if that'll do what I need to do. Okay, so this left shaft needs to go down from the bottom, going toward the crank pin because it's high on this side. So we want to bend this down to bring it up. So we put it right there. I want most of my holding power to be here because I don't want to change the crank pin location on the other side. I'll put a strap up in here. I'll put a block right here to spread the load. We wheel on this with a love tap. I hit it once to get its attention and twice to tell it to move. Okay, go back over here. Let's see if anything moved. If it did move, how much? I could move slightly, but not a lot. This side's just twitching, this side has still got the half a line. It doesn't appear it wants to move. It's still a little bit high here, a little bit high there. Alright, so I'm going to spread the flywheel this time. That didn't work, so we'll go back to what works, spreading. So now if you look at this side here, it's kind of twitching a little bit, about 1/4 of the line. And this one here is about half the line. So. And it's doing it right at dead center at the crank pin, the top. So that's just a simple spread. Famous last words. That little simple thing will kill it. You just watch. You spend a half hour getting back where you were. I don't think that's enough to do anything. Neither was that. Yeah, let's see if it did. Oh, it moved. So now this one's twitching and this one's off. Yeah, a little double twitch. Okay, where's this one at? This one changed 180, it's now high on the bottom. And this one is high on the top. That one stopped moving. And this one went back to where it was. It don't move anymore. Same spot. Alright, I'm going to give it one more try on the press. We got it better. This one doesn't even move anymore now. It's like it's broken. It's got spring tension on it though. Alright, so now I'm going to have to go over here and give it a whack. We'll have to hit it harder. We didn't do anything last time. Two good hits. Spring back on hand, get you hurting. Alright, we'll see if that did anything for me. That was a couple good whacks there. Everybody's afraid that they're gonna knock out a true if after true them because it's so easy to do, but you see the amount of force I'm hitting that thing with. Your motor don't put that kind of force on the motor when it's spinning. Oh yeah, now that did the trick. Wrist don't like that. That did it. Well, that's got it. I got its attention. You saw Harley hit that damn thing. Oh, look at that one. It's just twitching. Now, this one's moving over here though at half along, which I don't like, so I'm going to fix that one, but this is nice over here. Now, we need to fix this side without screwing up this side. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that. We know the right side it moves easy, so that should make it a little bit easier to do what we're going to do. Okay, let's see where we're at. It's high over here someplace, right about in here. This one has two highs, and maybe three highs. It's basically not moving. So we're going to hit this wherever the highest point is on its curve, right about here. Very gently. I moved it. Both sides. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So I barely touched it on purpose. Okay, that one's about a quarter of a line again. And this one here is about the same.